Welcome to Red Panda Rants, a channel where I read the latest entertainment and gaming news. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Oh, and this one comes from Variety, and this one's a bit of a doozy. This one is a big doozy. So, cop played Taylor Swift song hoping YouTube's copyright system would block Black Lives Matter protesters' video. Ploy backfires. That's the story. But the story's bigger than that. It really is bigger than that. Like, I love how Variety's kind of downplayed this in some ways. So let me try and explain this. I'll get into the details there. I'll explain why this is downplayed and why this is actually such a big issue. A California police officer played Taylor Swift's Blank Space in an attempt to prevent a Black Lives Matter activist from uploading the video to YouTube in the belief that the platform's copyright detection system would block it. It didn't work. In fact, the video in question is not only successfully shared on YouTube, but it's gone viral, gaining widespread attention because of controversy. So on June 29th, Black Matter protesters gathered at the Alameda County Courthouse in Oakland, California. By the way, there is a typo here where they wrote country instead of county. But yeah, before a pre-trial hearing for Jason Fletcher, a former police officer charged with murdering Stephen Taylor, a black man inside a Walmart store in 2020. It's captured on video. An officer from the Alameda County Sheriff's Office confronted one of the protesters, James Birch, of the Anti-Police Terror Project, the APTP, to demand Birch remove his group's banner. Birch questioned why the banner needed to be removed before the cop takes out his mobile phone and starts playing the Taylor Swift song. So I'm going to show you footage of this, and then I'm also going to tell you why this is actually a bigger issue than it's being portrayed in Variety. So here we are, this is the start of the video. APTP, this is their channel. You see, this is the channel here. I'm going to link this down below in the video as well, so you guys can watch it yourselves. And I'll give them a subscribe, because why not? Because I watched the video. And you should, right? I liked the video as well, because I actually did like this when I watched it. But here we go, and you'll see why this is a bigger issue. So let me do this. Let me turn the volume down a tiny little bit as well. Like to there. So you can see him talking to the officer now.
Are you playing pop music to drown out the conversation?
So you can see this, or you can read subtitles.
Why? Why do you have to lie?
This is the new hotness right here. Is that we're recording us so they can get a copyright straight. That's cute.
I don't understand if it's completely legal. Why would you worry about it being recorded?
You don't only do that if you do your video also. This guy just turned on. He was excited to do this. Is this
Okay, so I'm going to stop it here.
Is that procedure? Is that procedure? And it's procedure. This is pretty good. That's all you want.
Does the sheriff Ahern know about this?
There you go. So there you go. You guys have seen the video. You can watch the full video down below in the description. Right, so here's why this is a bigger issue than it looks like. You were like, what the hell? An English guy's telling me that it's a bigger issue than what it looks like? This is a violation of the First Amendment. And it violates multiple parts of the First Amendment. Number one is that everyone has the right to protest. I think that's established. We all know that. Everyone has the right to air their grievances and petition and, you know, state why they don't agree with something. And they're allowed to hold protests and have, you know, peaceful protests and stand outside buildings and do stuff. Another reason why it's a violation is that he made them remove the banners. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky one because on private property, he would not have been able to do that. On private property, you can't make anyone take anything down. You just can't. The only way you can make someone take something down is if it's direct hate speech that incites violence. And this was not hate speech that incited violence. And number three, And this is the big one, and the biggest problem here is that he directly tried to stop the video being launched on YouTube by actually... He violated the First Amendment right because anyone has the right to record and report anything. That's freedom of expression and freedom of the press. We can record and share anything online. We can highlight injustice, we can highlight grievances, we can highlight criminality. And actually what he's doing, the officer himself, is actually trying to violate the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's doing. And he's doing that in order to violate someone's First Amendment rights. So this is the issue here. He's not just violating other rights, like people's right to dissent, by trying to get them to leave, by taking down the banner, by saying that they don't have a right to be there, but that they're a hazard. He's also violating their rights by trying to stop them recording him. Bear in mind, he has a body cam. Now, let me just make this perfectly clear. Law enforcement officers, agencies in America, are part of the government. They're considered a government agency that acts on the government behalf. Even private companies, if they perform a public function, are considered part of the government. Right? That's how it works. That's how it is under the law. And this guy, this officer, you know, he completely got this wrong. Like, he absolutely got this wrong. David Shelby, I'm playing my music so you can't post on YouTube. This is illegal. This is 100 times illegal. You cannot do this. This is a violation of people's rights. People have the right to record and report injustice. That's just the way it is. People have the right to post things online and say, I do not agree with this. And people trying to stop people from doing that, that's a violation of the First Amendment. And this guy's just gone straight ahead and done that. That's what this Sergeant Shelby has done for the Alameda County. And at the time, you know, this video has 175,000 views. It's way more than that now. It has 544,000 views. This is just absolutely absurd, and it is an absolute abuse of power. So, if I was the people involved, I would seriously try and I'd sue him. I would sue him on the grounds... I would sue the entire department on the grounds of violating the First Amendment. I would. Yeah. You know, like... Yeah. There is a little more I can say on this. There just is not have... there's no more I can say on this. It's clear cut. He is trying to use the YouTube copyright system and the Digital Millennium Copyrights Act in order to violate people's First Amendment rights, and that is completely illegal under US law and has been held up by the Supreme Court on multiple occasions. That people have the right to protest, they have the right to put up signs and banners, they can carry flags, they can carry posters, they can carry whatever they want. Hell, that guy who was protesting, Birch, he is in his rights, he's well in his rights to drop the American flag on the floor, you know, make sure it's safe, make sure it's contained, and burn it. He could burn that flag there, and he has a right to do that in front of that building. And that officer violated his rights. So, yeah. It's kind of absurd. And I'm English and I'm mad about this. So, if you're American, you should be even more mad about this. That an officer thinks that it is perfectly acceptable to do that. And this is what someone else from the department says. The department does not have a policy about whether you could play Taylor Swift music or not. Simpsons use content from a public encounter. Spokesman Sergeant Ray Kelly said. However, he said the sheriff's officer does not condone the actions of the deputy, and added that there is a code of conduct on how we should carry ourselves in public. Yeah, well, he should be fired. He should be fired. Frankly, he should be gone. And I hope someone does bring a lawsuit against the department. because there needs to be a spotlight on this, and there needs to be a ruling. It needs to be put in case law, so this stops. Anyways, if you liked the video, hit the like button. Tell me down below what you think about this crazy situation, because this is actually really, really crazy and stupid, and a complete violation of the First Amendment by a public office. And if you liked the video, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one.